everyone. Welcome to another edition of the podcast channel. I'm the Immortal Spades Peter.
I'm the Queen of Masquerade Little Baddie, a.k.a. Courtney.
I'm Unstoppable Denominator.
And we have a real special guest with us at this time. We got Kleetus Bailey.
Yes, if you guys don't believe us.
Yo, what's up, Unstoppable Universe? It's your boy Kleetus F. Bailey here to be interviewed by the three greatest reaction channel people there is here. I'm the greatest booker, by the way. Don't ever forget it. Whether I'm fired or not, still the man.
Yep. How are you doing, Kleetus? Everything good in your world?
Everything is good. Everything is good. I don't, as everybody might be aware, I was in the hospital shortly after Grimomania, but I'm feeling a lot better. Ready to get my job back.
Well, let's actually speak of him getting fired by Emily. That was not right at all. I was disappointed that she fired you.
You say you were disappointed?
Yeah.
I was extremely caught off guard and majorly disappointed because I think I was doing a great job.
Exactly.
I think there was just a vendetta against me. I don't care what anybody says. I know Grim is the one that really offed her in the kitchen, but
yes.
They wanted to pin it on me.
I agree.
I feel like Donald Trump.
I think it was Grim all along. He's meant to put people through tables.
You guys...
He's put women through tables countless numbers of times.
No
exactly.
way. No. You got fired because, honestly, you ran a show. You lost that because you deserved that. I'm sorry.
No. Wait a minute. Listen, the proof is in the pudding. Since I became Booker of GTS, views have been up. Fans have been happy. Bottom line is, I'm the man. Grim is the chump. He's no longer the head of the buffet table.
People are
at the kitty table, and Doo-Hop is the man.
People are pissed. His people are pissed. We're pissed.
The only whose people? The ones that wear the black and lame?
Actually, no, take that back.
If it ain't black and white.
Take that back. It's black and puke colors.
Oh, gee. No one asked you, ugly.
Whatever you say, barf.
That's not nice.
Everything's nice.
So, I have a question for you. We're gonna go off topic here. Anyway, how did you get into wrestling?
I got into wrestling with my best friend from high school. His name is, his wrestling name is Cooter, and I am obviously Kleetus. It was always we were fans of professional wrestling our whole lives, and it was just something that we pursued right after graduating high school. Yeah, we just happened to be at the right place, right time. Met with a wrestling promoter that had said, "Hey, we're looking for talent. We have a training facility, and this is the opportunity that presented itself." So we made sure that we were there 3 days a week, busting our asses off. Sometimes 4 days a week training. And we were basically the bitches of the promotion for about 2 years.
Oh, wow.
We were the ones that literally every show we were the ones that were breaking down, setting up. It was quite the fun time.
Did you get private training, or did you attend a school?
We attended the school for the promotion that we worked for, and then we did outside training, like training seminars and things like that. There was a couple of great wrestling legends in our area. One of them was Iron Mike Sharp that had a school. We took some training there and some seminars from some pretty well-known wrestlers at times, and then any show that we had ever been on where there was I remember a few where Balls Mahoney was at a show where he took me and my tag team partner aside and worked with us for a few hours, and you learn a lot in those private times, like where you get private instruction and stuff. It was always a learning experience. So,
Do you currently wrestle for any other promotion outside of GTS?
I currently do not wrestle for any wrestling promotion outside of GTS, and that is by choice. Right before the pandemic hit, I was taking bookings, and then when COVID happened, I made it a point just to say, hey, you know what, this is, I got to focus on family and making sure that they're okay.
Right.
And then I was kind of undecided whether or not I wanted to retire or still do it. And I figured the best place for me to go was GTS. So that's where I went.
Do you have a favorite wrestler, past or current, that you emulate or take something from?
I like to think that I embody a few things from a couple of the people I grew up watching, guys like Bret Hart, Owen Hart, of course Stone Cold Steve Austin, which I, throughout my years on GTS, have gotten plenty of comparisons to. And I like to think that I'm inspired by like all the wrestlers I've watched throughout my childhood. There's something to learn from everybody that you watch. I try to incorporate little things, even if it's like something as small as the way I move the hair out of my face or something, like it's something I've learned from watching all of the, guys like Jake the Snake Roberts, Shawn Michaels. I mean, the list can go on and on. You can pick, like, I'm sure if, as fans of wrestling, you guys probably, when you're walking down the hallway, you probably walk like Stone Cold. I'm sure Immortal Spades does it every time he gets out of the bedroom and he's walking down the hallway to the kitchen. He probably does the bad motherfucker walk like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Pretty much.
And I'm sure Ugly over here does the George the Animal Steel walk. Eating his pillowcase instead of the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
So we've all mimicked.
Yeah.
Our idols at some point or another. The only thing different that I get to do is I get to do it actually in a ring, which is a lot of fun sometimes.
So how long have you actually been involved in wrestling?
Since 2001.
Okay. What brought you to GTS?
What's cool is I was a part of the tag team for 12 years.
Yeah.
And we were the Good Old Boys, and our merch at the time used to say established in 2001. So like that was, I'll never forget that year, ever. So.
What brought you to GTS?
So I found GTS through YouTube just like anybody else.
Right.
It kept popping up in my recommendations. And I was working with Tony Emerald. At one point, Tony Emerald was a promoter. He was a co-promoter of a local independent promotion. And I was helping them with marketing and some like behind the scenes stuff, even though I was still wrestling. And we came across GTS and their following, and we brought them in to do a segment on one of our live shows. And fast forward about a year, I happened to run into Hop with my son at Toys R Us, and I was invited to come and check out GTS because at the time that we brought Grim in to the live show, they didn't have a ring. They were still doing stuff with like, they were still doing their skits kind of like in the parking lots of Walmart and stuff like that.
Right.
But they were getting a huge reaction, and we brought them in, and then about a year later, they get the ring and they put it in Super Graham's yard, and that's when Hop had invited me to come out and say, hey, we got a ring, set up, and he's like, come and check it out. So I came and checked it out, and then the rest is history.
Who and what would have been your dream match in both general or for just GTS wrestling?
Well, the ultimate dream match for me would have been to wrestle Bret Hart. I would have loved to just be in the ring with him and kind of get a feel for like how he put things together, I guess, that would have been the ultimate dream for me. Some people, it's like, I would love to wrestle Ric Flair, or, whoever, but Bret Hart would have been the all-time favorite or a dream match of mine. In GTS, my dream match, like if I had to choose how I was going to go out, like and have it be my last match, I would say either a match against Grimm or a match against Vlad.
Speaking of Vlad, since you lost to Vlad, right? How disappointed are you not to actually not break that record at Grimmomania? Who do you think
Say that one more time. I had a hard time hearing you.
Who do you think? I know since you lost to Vlad at Grimmomania and the streak is still alive for Vlad, are you disappointed in not breaking Vlad's record?
Well, all right. So here, that's an awesome question, and I'm not going to say that it had anything to do with the fact that I was not 100%.
Okay.
Like football, on any given Sunday, anybody can win. Am I upset that I did not defeat Vlad and break that historic record? Yes. I've done pretty much everything that there is to do in GTS. I've won every championship except for the Ultimo Championship at this point. So I'm technically a original Grand Slam winner. I would have liked to have that Grimmomania moment where I got to dethrone Vlad. But you know what they say, never say never, and there's always next year.
That's true.
Right? Like, so who knows what could happen? I mean, if, maybe I could get my job back.
Let's hope and pray.
I don't see that happening. Oh, sorry. I got really bad sniffles on that one.
Well, listen, I think if the fans want it, then, it could happen.
You and I, they all know that you're not, because, Grimm is better booker than you, as I think you're the better booker than Grimm is. I'm sorry to say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was like, wait a minute, Grimm's the better booker? What are you saying?
Well, I'm saying the fans, and they think Grimm is the better booker.
No.
Well, I
better.
think he's the better booker.
I already told Kleetus he's a better booker.
Exactly. Well, whatever. I think
You
Grimm...
disagree. I heard you. You disagree.
Who?
You
Her or
were
me?
like, when she said Kleetus is the better booker, you were like, exactly. I just heard you.
Yeah.
She said
We can play it back. I'll send it
when
back.
you said Kleetus the
She
better
said
booker,
that.
I agreed.
Yeah, I'll
You
send
betrayed me.
I'll send it back.
Lime and green my ass.
I'll send it back, Kleetus.
Sucker.
better. He's way
I
better.
think
You
he's the
kidding me?
better booker.
I already told Kleetus he's a better booker.
Exactly. Well, whatever. Okay, so we got another question here.
How do you feel about the landscape of GTS currently?
I think, so I've been around since like the OG days. And I think this is the best roster we've had. And I say that for a number of different reasons. One, we still have that core OG group that comes back every few weeks or every few months. Guys like Pete Corvus, Jay the Key Evans. Now, whether they're on, blue and red or black and white or, black and lime, these guys are super talented and the sky's the limit for them. They're still very young and they have a bright future ahead of them. We have guys like Kurt Vale. We have Tarzan Duran, which is, if you play back any of the videos over the last 7 months, you know that I'm a huge mark for him. I think he's super talented, and there's no reason why he shouldn't be on AEW right now, or even in the WWE developmental.
Right.
We got guys like Flash Carter, who's very popular with the GTS fans. The GTS fans just gravitate towards Flash Carter, and the kid's a hustler. So, and then we got guys like Yankee TDM, who is super athletic and super talented, and we got Manabo back, we got Tony Emerald back, we have my bring-in of Kid Badass, who has completely done a complete turnaround. I mean, the guy, he's like suicidal. I mean, if you watch the matches he just tosses his body around there like a lunatic.
Right.
He doesn't care about himself. So like we just have we get the occasional appearance of, violence, and I think we just have a roster that's amazing. The only thing that bothers me is this whole, divide between black and lime and black and white. Now the red or the blue and red. I think it's just where the card's going to fall.
Right.
Who's going to be the dominant force, and who that's. If I had anything to do with it or anything to say about it, black and white would be the top. Because why? We have Duhawk.
My good question is, I know Blue Kiddo is going to probably ask me to ask you, why doesn't Grimm take care of his own ring? Why doesn't he protect it? Or why doesn't he take it down and put it back up later on when tapings are happening,
Because due to the weather and stuff.
We do. So what you guys don't see on camera, because we don't show that part of it, the ring is actually very well maintained. It's probably one of the better maintained rings in the business.
Yeah.
As far as on an independent level, right? I think you've seen them in videos before. Memphis is like the GTS engineer. He takes care of the ring. It's constantly fine-tuning it. He every few months or so he repaints it. The boards get swapped out.
Yeah. Boards. Yeah.
Very often.
Well, I was meaning as like the ring mat, how filthy it gets.
We switch out canvases every show.
Yeah.
As you guys were aware, during Grimmomania, we just couldn't control the weather. The rain wasn't supposed to happen for like a few hours, after we were supposed to be done filming, and it just, the skies just decided to open up, and we decided to move forward with the show anyway. It didn't matter. Like we're not going to disappoint the fans, so we did our best to quickly cover the ring and hope for the best, but it was just a crazy day weather-wise. And that's one of the disadvantages of not being in a warehouse anymore, but the advantage is that we get to do whatever the hell we want. Being in a warehouse, there was a lot of things that we couldn't do. We couldn't play with fire. We couldn't, there was just limitations being in a building, versus when you're outside, there's very few limitations you have.
Okay, so here's a good, if you ever get rehired to GTS, know what you guys could do to make you guys could probably make a, how he builds things, off camera. He could build something like a warehouse around the ring.
He's saying like a building around the ring.
To do what we have right now, the setup that we have is probably one of the best things that we could have. And I like the feel of, when you watch the videos right now, we have a backstage changing area, locker room.
Yeah.
And you can't really see, that it's outside, but you really can't tell that it's outside, but it still gives that original Supergrams kind of feel.
Right.
And listen, I've been around for both the Supergram, the original GTS arena, the Supergrams backyard, to the warehouse days, and then back to the yard. So I like the combination of both that we have right now. It like there's times where it feels so secluded that it's almost like being in a building, but then you realize when the camera pans up and you see the tree line and the sky, you're like, oh crap, they're outside.
Good feeling, though, for sure.
I like that. I think it gives us the best of both worlds, because we have fans that say, oh, we love the warehouse days, and then we have fans that say the Supergram days. So those things that is, I think it gives you the best of both worlds, and it makes both sides equally as happy.
What are your thoughts on our show?
I think you guys are one of a kind. There's not any, you're the only GTS reactions channel that I know of.
Right. I even looked up on YouTube. I don't see any other reaction channels out there that do like wrestling like GTS or LTW. I see them doing music. I see them doing other stuff, but besides GTS and LTW and furthermore. So
yeah, I mean, I think you guys are great. I like the fact that I remember some of your earlier videos where it was just you. Then there was Peter, or what's his name here? What's your name again? Oh yeah, right. Immortal what? Immortal Dumbass. Immortal Dumbass.
Yeah, there you jackass.
Because you're wearing that black and lane crap.
yeah.
I know you guys are colorblind. I get it. Black and white, you can't see color, so obviously you guys aren't intelligent.
Hey, we're going back to the old days, black and white.
Black and white, yeah. Oh, there you go. OG, black and white. There you go. Yeah, and then the addition of Little Baddie, I think you got a great combo, and I think you're making strides to get better every time I watch an episode. So,
Right. Well,
I enjoyed the show.
Well, we have more surprises. We got more belts coming, and not just that, we're also in the process of getting something behind us as well. So, which.
Well, I look forward to all the changes and things that you guys are going to do.
Right.
Which brings me to my next question. What do you want to see in the future of our show?
Well, the things that I want to see will probably get you kicked off of YouTube. But I think I would like to ultimately see. I want to see Unstoppable Space. That's what I want to see.
Oh,
I think the fans would love to see the face.
no. It will turn them to stone. Hell no.
I don't know if the OG fans seen my vlogging channel when I used to have it on the main channel. But, yeah.
You are one ugly person. You know that. No one wants to see your face. I don't want to see your face. I'm glad I never had to see you. I'm sure Little Baddie feels the same.
How do you feel about that, Little Baddie?
I'm forced to be here.
Hey, you're not forced to be here. You wanted to be on the channel.
I'm forced to deal with these two on
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shut up.
I got another question for you.
Sure.
How'd you feel about being stunned by your son at Grimamania?
Ooh.
Of course you had to ask that.
You hurt his feelings.
You know what? He deserved that stunner.
All right. So here's a honest answer. I don't know what Grim and Emily has said to my son to make him think that he is honestly allowed to give me a stunner.
And joining DF Black and Green.
He made.
No, I'm not. I'm nothing.
He made the right decision, and personally, it's the sins of the father.
The only thing I can say is there's a side of me as a father that's proud of him for standing up for what he believes in. Because I didn't raise no chicken.
Right.
He's easy to it's easy to run away from things when you're scared or whatever, but he doesn't do that. But it was a little disheartening to realize that my kid could stun me. You know, like it's all Emily's fault. That's what I'm going to say, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But I can tell you, his stunner hurt way more than the one that Emily gave me. So
yeah, the one that
on
Emily,
multiple levels.
the one that Emily gave you, it just, it sucked.
And you know, she caught me off guard. I was already like hurt from that vicious F5. And like I said, you know, I'm not going to use it as an excuse, but I was not 100%. When I went to the hospital later on that day, I found out that I had some brain swelling and some swelling throughout my whole entire body that could have led to a much more serious outcome had I not gone when I went. So that's my story. That's what I'm going to, stick to there. If I was 100%, I think the outcome of that match would have been way different. And I don't think Emily would have even had I think I would have stunned Emily out of her damn shoes.
Right. Well, my next question is, I actually want to know this. Even the fans, because Grim keeps milking this, and we want to know, who is the unsubscriber? We know you know who it is. We know who it is. You know who it is. Is it the Mark? Is it Jungle Jim? Is it Jimmy Controversy? Is it who?
I'll tell you who it's not. Unfortunately, whether I'm fired or not, I did sign a confidentiality agreement, which means that if I do reveal who the unsubscriber is, I could be legally in trouble.
Okay.
So I cannot answer it.
Yeah, it could be a loophole.
I can't answer it. I can't tell you who it is, but I can tell you who it's not, right? And I can tell you it's not Jungle Jim.
Oh, come on. You know it's him. It's his voice.
It's not Jungle Jim.
Not Jungle Jim. Did we play a prank on Grim at our Christmas special, party? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
That was because it was, something that we thought was going to be funny. But was it really Jungle Jim? We don't know, right? Because Jungle Jim really, we don't know if it was him. But did we play a prank on Grim? Sure. But was it really Jungle Jim in there? We don't know. I can tell you it's not anybody that you would even expect it to be.
Yeah.
If that's fair.
So
I would like to know who you guys really think it is.
You know who I think it is? I know, I'm going to say this now. It's not Jungle Jim, like you just said. I feel like it's the Mark.
Wow. The Mark. I haven't seen the Mark in years. Now, do you think that because of the music?
There's fans out there that said it's the Mark because of the music, but I don't know. But
I mean, the Mark had a very distinct way of wrestling. I don't. I'm not going to confirm nor deny, but if I had to put any money on it, I'm going to say it's not the Mark.
Okay.
If that helps you know what I mean there. But the Mark is a good. That would have been a great guess. Before I knew who it was, I can tell you who I thought it was.
Okay, who do you think who thought it was?
I honestly thought it was
Grim.
I honestly thought it was Dalton.
Ooh. Yeah, we haven't seen him in forever, too.
That's why originally I thought it was him. And then when I found out who it was, I was like, oh, it's you. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, like you were like, oh, it's you. I know that face, right?
Yeah, so it was like, it was, it was like, damn, I should have known all along, kind of thing. So, you guys will be when the time comes and like the unsubscriber is, you know, they want to keep their identity a secret, and I understand why. And who knows? I mean, maybe one day the unsubscriber will decide to unmask himself. But I know at some point, just knowing how Grim is and how DF is, they're gonna, they don't like the idea that the unsubscriber is popular, right? People like the unsubscriber. They may not like him, but they like him. They love to hate him.
Yeah.
So,
Well, why do they make
that takes attention, and that takes attention away from DF, Black and Lime. So they're probably going to want to try to unmask him at some point.
Well, same with him. We could do a DNA test. I bet you they're related. I guarantee you are related to the unsubscriber. You're both ugly, and you both wear masks. Guarantee it.
Well, how do you know what he looks like under there? He might be gorgeous.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You're not gorgeous, so what's the difference?
You don't know. I'm saying he might be gorgeous. You don't know. He might be handsome as hell.
Oh, come on, Kleetus. We know.
Listen, I'm just saying, you never know. He might be a beautiful, delicate flower under there.
Then what do you call that? The missing link?
The missing
Could
stink.
be. Or he could be like, he might have a nice full head of hair there. You never know. Something that you know.
Yeah.
Hey, you ever think maybe I'm working it up for Stone Cold Steve Austin? You ever think of that? How do you know it's not just shaved? You don't know.
Because I can see the horseshoe.
Oh.
Or the toilet bowl. That's even worse.
Yeah, right? Like, jeez.
We can stick a plunger to your head.
Oh, shut up, little Betty. You keep it up, I'm going to put you up on the rafters where you belong.
All right. So why is Grim making the unsubscriber look like a joke? Because it seems like ever since, he's starting to push that way to make him look like a joke. Like he got eliminated in quick.
Because it was funny.
Comedy.
Probably why.
Well, he got eliminated because of
Don't say he tripped over his
talking
clown
about in the
shoes.
Regal Rumble, right?
Yeah.
Because the unsubscribers' main focus was just trying to really beat Grim and didn't really pay attention to too much else other than that. And when you lose focus in a match like that, it's very easy to just get tossed over. There's been times where I've been in battle royals like that where you're focused on maybe somebody that you've had beef with, and you're not realizing that there's 28 other guys in there ready to throw you out. Like you have that lapse of judgment. I know for a fact that the unsubscriber has tasted the sweet, glorious taste of gold, and he wants nothing more than to be a champion again at GTS. But right now, our main focus is keeping Hop on top as a collective unit.
Well, my opinion, too, if you don't mind me interjecting here, every faction has always protected their leader. I have never, ever not seen a faction protect their leader. DX, Triple H, NWO, Hulk Hogan. I've seen it all.
What about the Shield?
DX, the Shield. Well, the Shield really wasn't at that time, they never really won any major titles until they all split up.
Well,
What about the Bloodline?
the thing is,
Yeah.
everybody wants to do what's best for business. And if Hop is the best thing for business for Black and White, then yes, we want to do what's best for business. If the tides were to change, and let's say Hop was injured, or knock on wood that doesn't happen. But if it is wrestling, and it's a dangerous sport. If he was to get injured, who would be the guy to not take Hop's place, but to step in and for us to do what's best for our business as Black and White? Who would be that guy? And ultimately, I would like to think that it would be a guy like Brad Dad or myself even. Yeah. But, I mean, maybe it's the unsubscriber or maybe it's,
Private Jim.
Listen, I'm on the fence about Jungle Jim. I tried being his friend. He didn't even invite me to his Christmas party.
How dare you, Jungle Jim, Jungle Jackass.
You leave Jungle Jim.
I tried to, we had our little differences there for a moment, but we came together as a tag team. We were tag team champions.
You won them, but you
There was
lost.
no reason why we couldn't have taken over the tag team division, but he wanted, and for whatever reason, needs this validation from Grimm, and it kind of drove a wedge between us a little bit. So I know he's got some
issues.
He's just got some proving to do at this point.
Right. So I gotta ask you this: why did you join Black and White? Why?
Oh,
just
now
like
he's
I
mad.
said the night that I joined. Just like I said the night that I joined, I was trying to be, and like I said prior, I was trying to be indifferent. My job as the booker was just to make GTS the best it could be. But I did see the power plays going on between Doo-Hop and Grin. Doo-Hop was, you could see it unfold that Doo-Hop was getting tired of Grin's shit.
Right.
Grim was constantly like, Doo-Hop lost, let's kick him out of DEF. How do you do that to your brother, man? Listen, I might not be the most nicest of guys I'll stab you in the back, but if you're my blood, you don't betray blood.
I'm going to counteract your question here. I got something to ask you, sir. A couple months, long before even the Regal Rumble even happened, you protected Grimm. You stunned one of the guys that he went against when he was defending that GTS wrestling belt. Why did you do that? There's a real question.
It was because it was best for business at the time. And here's the thing, I actually, as much as I was trying to pave the way for getting Grimm out of the title picture, right, trying to get him out of there and put the belt on somebody else, because I felt like that was what was best for business. You can't work side by side next to somebody every day and not start to kind of be like, man, maybe they're not that bad, right? I'm starting to like this guy. I'm starting to respect him. I see his hustle. I see his work ethic. I'm starting to like this guy. And that was another reason why I turned. He's trying to recruit everybody to Black in line and never once asked the guy that was standing right next to him. But yet he kept trying. Now, if you play back the videos and you watch, he used to try to manipulate my decision making. I'm not stupid, right?
Yeah.
But, some of the decisions I made for Grim to, where I agreed with Grim was because I did agree with him at that particular time. Yeah, you're right. You know what? You deserve to get this shot, or you deserve, to enter at number
31 or 1. Yeah.
Right. And then when he tried to manipulate his way back to number 29 or 30, I was like, no, you got to earn it.
Exactly.
I gave him the opportunity, but I wasn't just going to hand it to him.
Right.
Right? So, but he could have said, hey, Kleetus, I know we don't get along, but why don't you align with the Black and Line? Never once did he ask me. I was not even a thought on his radar. So, Doo-Hop gave me the respect of, hey, Kleetus, I brought you into GTS. Yeah. Now I want to bring you into Black and Line. What do you say?
You mean Black and White?
You mean Black and White?
Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean.
Well, you should be saying Black and Puke.
Oh, shut up, ugly. That's why you were loved as a child.
No, because Doo-Hop was asking him to be in Black and White.
Yeah, I know, but...
And then he said, come join Black and Line.
And that's why you weren't loved as a child.
You know what I mean.
I knew what you meant, but I just had to correct you.
I'm still like very upset about Grim not asking.
Right, I would be too.
Well, because I felt like, hey, you know what? I've defended you, even though I don't like you. I've given you everything that you've asked for, and then yet you don't even have enough respect for me to even say, hey, help me against my brother. And then it's like, you know, I watch the videos, I watch it play back, and I listen to the things that he says about me, and it's like, you know what? You have no respect for me whatsoever.
Right.
If you play back a lot of the videos, you know, in Duhop that says, you know, Kleetus has been putting out banger episodes, you know, so it's like, Duhop has always shown Kleetus respect, so why am I not going to show Duhop the respect of joining the Black and White?
Well, I think that Black and Line should be respected. Come on. Grim's the matriarch of the whole thing, the patriarch, whatever you want to call it. He's the granddaddy
Listen,
of them all.
I'm not going to deny that GTS is Grim's show, but the fact is, you know what? People get tired of that whiny little crybaby attitude that he has all the time when he doesn't get his way.
Exactly.
And I'm listening to the fans. Listen, I'm the voice of the voiceless when it comes to the GTS universe. I listen and I read those comments and I pay attention. And you know what? I heart for ones that aren't all pro Grim.
Of course you
why?
would.
No, I do it because they're the ones that actually are saying what they feel. They're not just trying to get a like and an acknowledgement from Grim.
Well, my opinion, Duhop started this war. You go back to the Regal Rumble.
Not start this
yes,
war.
he did.
It was all
Grim.
Grim's doing.
Exactly.
Grim kept trying to kick Duhop out.
No,
Exactly.
He wasn't. He would never kick his own flesh and blood out. You watched the Regal Rumble. You watched it. Unfortunately, I was sitting next to you when it happened.
5 episodes before the Regal Rumble.
I watched it.
Duhop lost his match, and what? I was standing right there. I heard what Grim said.
I heard him too.
The members of the Black and Lame. He said, "Hey, Duhop hasn't won a match. He's losing all the time. We should get rid of him."
Well, you know what? Maybe they should have gotten rid of him. He kept losing for the group, so what was the point of keeping him? I would have done the same damn thing.
Because you know what? If you have a team, let me ask you a question. You ever played team sports?
Of course, I played soccer.
Okay, you played soccer. If you had a member of your team that was that was always a proficient player,
Yep.
and then all of a sudden had a slump, do you excommunicate them from the team, or do you help build them back up?
Oh, I kick him right out.
Then you're an asshole.
Damn right I am.
He is always an asshole. He always picks on me on his show.
Yeah, well, you deserve
He's
it.
like, you know what? That's not. You know what? Unstoppable. I agree with you. This
Oh,
guy is
jeez.
playing. You know what? It's no coincidence that he has a bald head because he's nothing but a dick.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not cool.
At least Kleetus is on my side now.
Oh, hey, that's like asking
Because
the
I'm
homeless
black
give you
and
some
white.
money.
I have something to say. So well, hopefully this airs out before or after the reveal. But I am not black and lime. I am black and white.
And yes, I am
Ew.
not black
You're
and
walking home.
Mucho sex.
Oh,
Mucho sex.
Come on.
That's why I'm covering this shit up.
You better be walking home.
Well, look at
I'm
it.
gonna
Black
reveal-
and white.
reveal myself
Oh, please don't. We don't want to go blind.
as blue and red. DF.
Oh, so you're a ferret, whatever you want to call it.
Dumpster ferret.
Dumpster ferret. You dumpster ferret.
Dumpster ferret? Really?
Yeah, that's the worst.
Bad company. All you do is make bad company.
The reason why is because Kurt Bale, you know, everything that Grim did to him, even what Duhop did to him, you know, Kurt Bale deserves to be.
Please.
Kurt Bale tried to destroy GTS at one point.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
See, like, here's the thing. I might have joined RWA at one point in time. I did that, again, because of Grim's constant just always thinking the worst of Kleetus. Grim is sometimes his own worst enemy. He automatically, when I posted that little video of me going up to Brooklyn and picking up the GTS Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Championship, I was picking it up from Tommy because Tommy had quit. Okay?
Yeah.
I posted the video as a little bit of a joke, okay? Like, oh, I was paid a lot of money to go pick this title up. Grimm sees the tweet, then on his vlog channel completely makes it seem like I'm the biggest asshole in the whole world.
He's got you beat.
What? What do you mean I got him beat?
So, like, when Grimm does that, it's like, you know what? Fine, that's how you really think of me. Now I'm going to go to RWA and I'm going to make your life a living hell. Kurt Bale, on the other hand, was always praised by Grimm and turned on Grimm for just the sake of reaching a level of fame that he wants, right?
Yeah.
Then tries to destroy GTS with his whole AWE thing that he was doing. But who came to the rescue at the Regal Rumble? Your boy, Kleetus Bailey, when he revealed that Black and Lane fucking t-shirt. Just think about that for a second. I bailed Grimm out. And then at this point in time, he's going to not pick me again? He got exactly what he deserved. But as far as Kurt Bale, I knew it back when he joined DF again that he couldn't be trusted. What, is Grimm naive? And you think for a second that Kurt Bale isn't going to turn his back on his fans when he decides to do something that you guys don't agree with? Oh, come on.
I will give you that. I will give you that. Screw that dumpster fire. I will give you that. I will agree on this one occasion with you on that exchange. How can you trust Kurt Bale? How?
I don't know. But the thing is, I'm glad what he did. And you know what? I'm glad what he did to Grimm in the past.
He could have never gotten that title from Duhop had he not cashed in after a long, grueling match like that.
I will agree on that too.
There is no way in hell that Kurt Bale would have stood a chance against a fresh Duhop.
Yep.
And you know what? If he was any kind of real champion, he would have challenged Duhop to a match that night at a later date when Duhop wasn't already in a war.
Exactly.
Look with all those cash-ins in the past from WWE and also from...
Yeah, and any one of those little bastards that do it when after the guy is already he's already on his back.
Oh, hey, Kleetus, you would have probably done it yourself too. If don't get me wrong. You would be doing...
I did it to Duhop once before doesn't mean anything.
You would be doing it to Grimm. You would be doing it to Duhop. You'd probably do it to Kurt Bale. You could have probably done it to him too.
I did do it to Duhop. I did do it. I won the YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight Championship when I cashed in my food in the fridge briefcase at Grimmomania. I did it. But you know what? I was an asshole for doing it.
But Kleetus, here's my thing. He represents bad company. He is bad company. No one wants you in their company. What's the matter with you? Ugly?
You know, all I'm going to say is, fuck Kurt Bale.
Yeah. It's the only thing I'll agree with this man on.
Mucho sex.
Oh, shut up. No one asked you.
Mucho sex.
Oh,
Sexless.
God, now you got him dancing.
Sexless.
No.
Sexless. Sexless.
I get more sex than you.
Oh!
Yeah, okay. I could probably get more sex than you if I wanted to.
You leave the cat out of this. You leave your cat
The
out
only
of this.
difference is he pays for them to go home. That's it. That's all the only thing.
He pays for it.
Exactly.
He's not paying for sex. He's paying for them to leave. Get it right.
He could be doing both.
Sexless.
He's pointing at you too.
Oh!
He can point at me all he wants, but, you know, I have a sign over my bed like McDonald's over a billion served. It's all right, man.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But, I don't know if I got any other questions right now, but, I think that's gonna cover it.
Awesome. Well, I was happy to be a part of this. Thank you guys very much for having me.
Thank you for
thank you for
joining.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
for
thank
joining.
you for doing our first special guest podcast.
Thank you for sparing your time.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
And
I
hey,
appreciate it. What I want to say before I go is, even though I'm fired right now, I will do my best to get my job back and make the GTS universe great again.
Hell yeah!
The other thing is, I want to let all your fans know that to keep watching you guys because you guys are on a trajectory to do great things. So
Right.
thank you again for having me here.
No problem. And if you want to shout out your socials, medias, go ahead.
Everybody knows where to find me. They can find me on Twitter at Kleetus GOB. They can find me on Facebook as Kleetus Bailey.
Got me beat.
Instagram, same thing.
Yep.
I'm very easy to find. All they got to do is put in Kleetus Bailey, and I'm there.
Well, you know, we always got to give out the social media, so.
Until next time, I'm the Immortal Spades.
I'm the Queen Masquerade Little Baddie.
I'm Unstoppable Denominator.
And I'm Kleetus Efren Bailey, baby.
We are out.
We're out.
Peace!
You suck.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.